Data entry operators play an important role in managing, updating, and maintaining records in both digital and physical formats. From hospitals to banks, from government offices to corporate companies, every organization requires accurate data entry to run smoothly. That is why interviews for data entry operator roles are focused on assessing not only your technical skills with typing and software but also your accuracy, concentration, and ability to handle repetitive tasks without errors. This video will take you through common data entry operator interview questions, along with sample answers and tips. Going through these carefully will help you build confidence and prepare for both technical and behavioral parts of the interview. The role of a data entry operator. The job of a data entry operator goes far beyond just typing. It requires excellent attention to detail, good time management, and familiarity with various software applications like spreadsheets, databases, and word processors. Employers expect data entry operators to manage large volumes of information quickly and accurately. They must ensure that the data is not only entered correctly but also properly verified and stored for future use. Question 1. Can you describe your typing speed and accuracy? Answer begins here. My average typing speed is around 50 to 60 words per minute with an accuracy rate above 95%. I have practiced consistently to improve both speed and accuracy. I also use typing tests and software tools to monitor my progress and maintain high performance. Tip. Interviewers want numbers. Be honest and specific about your typing speed and accuracy, and if possible, mention that you practice regularly to improve. Question 2. Why do you want to work as a data entry operator? Answer begins here. I enjoy working with data and information, and I find satisfaction in organizing and maintaining records accurately. This role allows me to combine my attention to detail and focus with my technical skills. I also believe that efficient data management is the backbone of smooth operations in any organization, and I want to contribute to that process. Tip. Don't just say you need a job. Show genuine interest in accuracy, organization, and contributing to efficiency. Question 3. How do you ensure accuracy while entering large volumes of data? Answer begins here. I follow a systematic approach by entering data in smaller batches and double-checking entries. I also use validation tools in spreadsheets or database software to minimize mistakes. For example, when entering numerical data, I often use formulas to cross-check totals and prevent errors. Tip. Employers look for reliability. Stress your ability to proofread, double-check, and use tools that reduce mistakes. Question 4. What software programs are you most comfortable using? Answer begins here. I am proficient with Microsoft Excel, Word, and Access, as well as Google Sheets and other cloud-based tools. I also have experience using company-specific database management systems. For Excel, I know how to use formulas, filters, and pivot tables to organize and check data efficiently. Tip. Always mention Excel in spreadsheets. If you have knowledge of databases, highlight it, since that adds extra value. Question 5. How do you manage repetitive tasks without losing concentration? Answer begins here. I break my work into smaller sessions and take short breaks when necessary to avoid fatigue. I also set personal targets to stay motivated. Most importantly, I maintain a disciplined focus, knowing that even a small error can cause problems later. This mindset helps me stay concentrated throughout the day. Tip. Employers know the job can be repetitive. Show them you can stay focused and disciplined without compromising accuracy. Question 6. Can you explain how you handle confidential information? Answer begins here. I understand that data entry often involves sensitive or confidential information. I follow strict guidelines by ensuring files are securely stored, access is restricted, and no data is shared without authorization. I also make sure to log out of systems after use and maintain professional discretion. Tip. Stress trustworthiness and your understanding of confidentiality. Companies value discretion as much as skill. Question 7. Have you ever worked with large databases? How did you manage them? Answer begins here. Yes, in my previous role I regularly updated and maintained a customer database with thousands of records. I used advanced filters and search functions to find and update entries quickly. I also relied on backup systems to avoid data loss and regularly cross-checked entries with original documents for accuracy. Tip: if you have no direct experience, mention how you are comfortable learning quickly and already know spreadsheet, database basics. Question 8. How do you prioritize tasks when given multiple data entry assignments? Answer begins here. I start by understanding deadlines and the importance of each task. I usually complete high-priority and time-sensitive work first. At the same time, I break large tasks into smaller portions so that I can make steady progress without feeling overwhelmed. This helps me stay organized and meet deadlines consistently. Tip: employers want to see time management. Mention how you balance speed with accuracy while prioritizing. Question 9. Can you describe a time when you spotted an error in the data? Answer begins here. In my last role, I noticed a mismatch between customer account numbers and payment details while entering data. Instead of just moving forward, I cross-verified the source documents and informed my supervisor. This not only prevented an error from being saved but also avoided possible issues in billing later on. Tip: show that you are proactive in spotting errors, not just blindly entering data. Employers value employees who can detect problems early. Question 10. How do you handle deadlines under pressure? Answer begins here. I handle pressure by staying calm and breaking the work into smaller, manageable steps. I make sure not to compromise on accuracy, even under tight deadlines. I also communicate with my supervisor if extra support or extended hours are needed. My goal is always to complete the task on time without errors. Tip: highlight that accuracy comes first, even under pressure. Rushing and making mistakes can be worse than missing a deadline. Question 11. What do you do if you are unsure about how to enter certain data? Answer begins here. If I am unsure, I first refer to any guidelines or manuals provided. If the answer is still unclear, I consult my supervisor or team lead for clarification. It is better to confirm before entering data incorrectly, as errors can cause complications later. Tip: employers want to know you won't guess. Emphasize your willingness to ask questions and follow protocols. Question 12. How do you keep yourself motivated during long data entry tasks? Answer begins here. I keep myself motivated by setting small goals and rewarding myself once I reach them. I also remind myself that accuracy is critical for the organization's success. Sometimes I use music or a quiet workspace to stay focused and make the task less monotonous. Tip: a good answer balances personal discipline and practical strategies for motivation. Final thoughts. Data entry operator interviews focus heavily on accuracy, attention to detail, typing speed, and reliability. While technical knowledge of software is important, employers also want to see professionalism, honesty, and the ability to handle repetitive tasks without mistakes. When preparing, focus on practicing typing speed and accuracy tests, learning Excel formulas and spreadsheet shortcuts, understanding database basics, developing strategies to handle repetitive tasks with focus. Most importantly, show that you are trustworthy when handling sensitive data and disciplined when working under pressure. In the eyes of an employer, a reliable and accurate data entry operator is just as valuable as someone with advanced technical skills.